Hey there, extraordinary treasurers. Let's talk about outstanding checks and deposits. No, they're not called outstanding because they are the best of the best. They are deposits and checks that have been entered in Jewel but have never shown up on the bank statement, so you've not checked them off during reconciliation. You may have noticed them hanging out on the Jewel bank rec page for months and maybe even years. If you have a deposit that has not been checked off after 2 reconciliations, it is outstanding. And outstanding deposits are usually duplicates of a real deposit, often from Adventist giving. The real deposit was checked off when it appeared on the statement, but this one will never be because it was not deposited twice, even though it was entered twice. And not only can that deposit make your year-end receipts incorrect, but it can mean that you have overpaid in your conference remittance, sometimes thousands of dollars. Any check that is outstanding for 6 months or more is considered a stale check. At that point, a bank is not obligated to cash it. So if you have some checks not showing up on your bank statement month after month, not getting checked off, and you notice them hanging around at the top of your list of outstanding checks for the 3rd reconciliation in a row, that should catch your attention. You should address things before too much time passes. Someone may just need a reminder to locate and cash the check, or often they're duplicates. It may seem they're sitting there hurting no one, but those outstanding checks are affecting your financial numbers in Jewel. Fixing them will make your reports more accurate and may even improve your bottom line. Outstanding deposits cannot just be deleted. They have to be reversed so that the donor's receipt is corrected and so you get your overpayment back from the conference. So you will need to contact me so I can help you with them. Outstanding checks need to be voided. But first, some research should be done to see if they're duplicates, which can be immediately voided, or if the individual lost the check and it needs to be voided and reissued. If there are outstanding checks written to people you know, start with them. Ask them if they lost the check. If they say they know where it is, ask them to deposit it as soon as possible. If they say they lost it, ask if they would like a replacement check. If they say no to a replacement, void the old check and you're done. If they would like a replacement, void the old check and write them a replacement check. Now, depending on who the check is written to and the amount, you may need to call the bank and put a stop payment on that lost check. A replacement check will have the current date and month, but the same payee and amount as the old check, and it will be posted to the same account. The memo line will be a bit different. In our example, the original check memo said, reimburse mower blades and belt. For the check that replaces number 8342, instead of repeating that info, I would reference the check number of the check you are replacing. Example, reimburse to replace lost check 8342. That way it doesn't look like the mower already needs another new blade and belt. It is obvious that this check was a replacement. Any outstanding check that is over 1 year old and is made out for less than $50 can be voided without replacement. If the check is written to a business, such as a utility or the Adventist Book Center, it is more than likely a duplicate. Or sometimes the original never got mailed, in which case they would have added it to the next invoice. But to be sure, contact me so I can help you figure it out. Cleaning up your outstanding deposits and checks will increase your accuracy, your clarity, in addition to simplifying your bank rec. 3 really good reasons to do it. Once your outstanding checks are voided, you need to follow the instructions in the Voiding Checks video on how to check them off in the next bank rec. And going forward, taking care of outstanding deposits within 60 days and checks within 90 days will keep your records clean and accurate. Speaking of voiding checks, our next video has all the information you need in order to void checks, both old and new.